All right, so let me give you an example. In this case, we're going to look at two different market positions or positioning perspectives. So the first one would be that of a pharmacist, and then another one of immunologist. Now, here's an example. Let's say you know there's a flu season and you might catch a cold. So one buyer type would think, okay, if that's going to happen to me, if that's going to occur, I will go into a pharmacy and I will pick a bag of pills that I'm going to use. And then another buyer might think, well, I know that this flu thing is coming every year, so instead of subjecting myself to popping those pills, I'd rather do some inoculation so that when the flu season comes, I have the natural immunity to these issues. So these are totally different perceptual frames and totally different approaches to solving the same problem. And the problem, of course, is not having a flu or not having a fever. And so because there are different perspectives on how to solve a problem or potential problem, there, of course, are the service providers that inhabit or create or exist in those market positions. And for professional firms, there are typically 8 different positions. In other words, there are 8 different approaches to solving the same problem. And of course, when I'm talking about these market positions, I'm talking about positioning as a process of attaining that market position. Well, also, I want you to know that these positions are generic. In other words, well, typically, if you're trying to communicate how you solve the problem, if you position yourself as a pharmacist, let's say, or immunologist, your clients will be able to pick it up rather quickly, right? Other than coming up with a positioning that doesn't ring a bell, or it's hard for people to understand, like how actually different you are, right? So apart from those generic positions, of course, you would have a differentiation on top of that, and there are different ways how you can be more attractive to particular groups of customers or segments, right? But all in all, there will exist those market positions that are clearly understood. And in most cases, in most markets, you will have competition in all of those positions, although it may not necessarily be the case. So when you are evaluating your current positioning, and if you're looking at, okay, what our next market position should be, you should assess like the state of the market, how many competitors and how good are they at those positions, and how many buyers are of those different market positions, right? How much demand is for each of those? For instance, how many clients want an immunization rather than taking those pills, right? Because sometimes the market shifts. Let's say there's a new flu that's super dangerous, and the best way that people think to deal with it is to get an immunization, and so therefore there would be more demand for the services of a service provider who provides inoculation, right? Or in other situations, there might be a shift to market shift toward higher demand in the services of a pharmacist.